So a lot of you was asking me, how do you remove glue adhesive from your wig? So I want to give you some tips what I like to do. But this wig is the same exact wig. I showed you guys all of the customization that I did for this hair throughout last week. Any of you had any questions about this wig? Someone asked me, have I stopped using the perfect line? Nope, I haven't stopped. I just don't use it for every single wig. Okay, so to begin, this wig is the same wig I've worked with last week. I'm going to show you how I clean the glue from the lace. Now, this lace is pretty filthy. I use wig adhesive glue to actually install this wig, so this is a bit difficult to remove from the lace. The first thing I'm going to do is use an oil product, which you can use any type of oil that you have on hand. I prefer coconut oil if I'm going to use any. Taking a small brush, you want to gently start to peel away that glue from the lace. Now this takes time. It's not going to just come up like instantly. You have to let that oil sit with that glue, and you have to just kind of work it out until it starts to break down. You can apply a little bit more oil if you need to, but just know that this is a slow process, and it's really no fast way to remove wig adhesive from your wigs. Now, you can also use the products that most wig adhesive companies have. I find that they don't really make a difference much more than the oils, so I tend to use just the oils. Now, sometimes you can get a balding or receding hairline over time. This can come from either thinning out your hairline or just the wear or use of wig adhesives on your wig. So I like to actually remove some of the lace, and this can work well if you have a cap that is a size bigger than your head. If your cap size fits snug, then you may not want to do this step. But what I like to do is just take my scissors and recreate that hairline by cutting away any bald areas that's overly thin at the front. This is usually removing like a ½ inch of that lace. Not much at all, just about a ½ inch, and I follow the natural shape of the hairline in order to do this. Now, once I do this, I will not need to go back in and, tweeze or anything, because I find that my hairline is already thinned out enough. So this is all that I take off. Don't take off any more than this if you do. Otherwise, you may be left with a wig that don't fit. Okay, so to remove the glue residue from the lace, I like to use the Shea Moisture Wig and Weave shampoo, and I apply a little bit of this right to the lace and massage it in there, making sure to get any glue or any residue that's left from the oil out of that lace. You want to make sure you do this because this can prevent your wig application from sticking if you still have oil left in that cap. So when I get the question, can you reuse your lace wig again? Yes, you can reuse your lace wig as many times as you want to. That's the purpose of it. I would not recommend throwing away your wig, of course, but if you needed to know how to, care for it after you uninstall it, these are my tips on what I like to do. So now my wig is refreshed and it's ready to be reinstalled. I will be sure to put this wig down in the description box. Check it out. I will also put a discount down there. I'm reinstalling this wig for this weekend, for Memorial Day weekend. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday. I hope you get some rest, have some fun, just be safe. But yeah. So I did cut the hairline back on this wig. That's why I always go like a size up when it comes to my wigs. That way I have that space. I'm going to use the Eben lace bond, and hopefully this get me through my weekend. I do plan on going to a water park, so girl. So hopefully it holds me through a few splashes. Someone asked me if I could do a tutorial on how to do the curl baby hair, so I'm going to go ahead and separate some more hair because I did cut away the front hairline. I will need to recreate the edges again, so that's what I'm doing here. I'm going to go through it in a second and show you guys detail for detail on how to do that. So today will be my last day for a little while using wig adhesives because I think for the past week I've been going crazy with my hairline with these wig glues to show you guys different adhesives for summer. So I just want to give my hairline a break after I uninstalled this wig. So coming up this week I will be doing all glueless, and I mean glueless wig installs. But I'm just using the even spray for this, and I'm going to tie it down for about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna show you now how I create my curl baby hairs. This is a process that is a little tedious, but it's not difficult. So you want a small curler. This one that I'm using is a bit old. I had it for a very long time. But you want one that's really small so that you can get close to those edges. And once you separate the edges, you want to curl them. Now the goal is to make the baby hairs bend so that they can lay right. It takes a bit of time. You need to play with it a lot in order to get it to curl the way you need it to. Right here I'm just taking my hot comb to make sure that it lays down, because I noticed this time around when I'm doing them, so this is the second time I'm doing it on this wig, the hair is sticking up a bit. So I don't know why it's different the second time around. And the hair feels so much better. I know I told you guys it got dry when I was in Atlanta, but I washed it, conditioned it, and now it feels amazing. Like, lightly spray this brush, swoop these baby hairs, make them lay the way I want them to, because they are like stuck right now. So a couple tips you can do to get them to lay flat is, one, lightly mist your brush with water or something. Don't wet it, but you want to lightly mist it, and that also helps. You can also tie it down after you've curled them. You can tie your hairline down, but be careful. It just depends on what wig adhesive you're using, because the baby hairs could get stuck in there. So maybe just lightly tie it down without pulling it too tight. You also want to make sure that you are trimming them so they are not too long, because if they are, they won't curl and, you know, just flow the way you need it to. So I find that if I take my baby hairs, when I curl them the first day, they always look the most intense, but then the next day they soften up and they, you know, lay the way I want them to. But I want to also make sure that they blend with the hair and just don't look like they are curled and sitting at my hairline. So I just play with it until I can get the hairs to flow right around that hairline and kind of go into the hair, if that makes sense. So yeah, this is definitely a really nice way to do your baby hairs if you don't like the molded down baby hairs. I really like this a lot. It looks so natural. So you guys can drop me some comments, tell me what you think, and I will see you guys back in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and again, have a wonderful Memorial Day.